really hope you guys have been enjoying these daily doses. And if you have been enjoying these daily doses, why don't you consider supporting them for just $1 a month on Patreon? And you can learn how to gain access to my podcast. Good morning, hitting the road after being awakened early in the morning by the storm and then falling asleep at the wrong time. Anyway, I'm going to drive as far as I can and see what happens. There's a dog wandering around here, and I'm wondering if it's maybe a cattle dog. Remember, we slept at the Pilot with the cows, and I'm wondering if it's a cattle dog, if he's part of the cows situation. But why would he be out wandering around at the Pilot? Unless there's a hole in the fence somewhere and he got through. But he's just wandering around. He stopped over here and looked at me. So I don't know what the deal is. Anyway, it's a little after 10 and we are just under 1,000 miles. So we're 964 miles left to go on this trip. The total trip was, I think like 2,100 some miles. I'll put them on the screen somewhere, the actual miles, because I don't remember. From Lake Havasu to my son's door, the total trip. So, anyway, I'm exhausted. Yeah, I woke up at 3 a.m. with that rain and tried to go back to sleep and couldn't. So I turned on Netflix to watch some Star Trek, which usually puts me to sleep. And I think I finally dozed off at maybe 7:30-ish or so, when I should have been getting up at 7:30. So yeah, we're definitely not going to drive too terribly far. So yeah, anyway, hopefully I have some better scenery. I'm going to promise you guys, I cleaned my windshield. It looks like I did nothing to it. I'm going to have to find a car wash at some point, I guess, because nothing. And I cleaned it with vinegar, and it looked okay. I had a nice spot where the camera could be, and it looked okay. And now that spot is covered in bug guts. So if I see anything of interest, I will try and film it, but just warning you that the windshield will be filthy. If I can film it out one of the two windows, then I'll try and do that. But yeah, the windshield is filthy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go through a car wash at some point. All right, hope your morning is going well, and we'll see what we see. I just want to show you some of this greenery out my window, because for real, living for months in the desert, I have missed seeing green trees. Like, where are the trees? So I just want to share a little bit of this greenery with you. And I would put my window down, but you can't hear me talk if I put my window down. But I'll put it down for a couple of seconds with a little bit of music and just let you take in this greenery. I don't know if it's green where you are, but I've been missing the green. So here's some green for you. Okay, anyway, I also want to share something with you guys, and I probably should get into this for Mental Health Mondays for May, and I think I will, but here's a little precursor. Forgive my greasy lips. I have slathered on chapstick because I apparently have sunburned or chapped or something to my lips, especially the bottom one. So I've just been slathering on chapstick. So forgive all the greasy, look like I've been eating fried chicken lips. I have not been eating fried chicken. No. Anyway, I think I'm going to share this month for Mental Health Monday, which May is my birthday month if I didn't tell you. My birthday is May 13th. So I'll do a special video for that day. Anywho, I've had a lot of anxiety on this trip, and I do not know where it's stemming from or coming from. So we're going to talk about that for Mental Health Monday, because I know some of you also have anxiety. And anxiety, of all my mental health issues, anxiety is not one of those ones that I deal with regularly, but it creeps its ugly head up every once in a while, and when it does so with a vengeance. So yeah, when anxiety shows up for me, it's like major. So much so that for a little while I was on I don't remember that medication. I'll have to figure out what that medication was. I'll have to look at my records. I want to say it was Prozac, but maybe it wasn't. I don't remember what it was. Anyway, like a half of the lowest dose of it, because I kept having panic attacks. I couldn't drive for like, I don't know, 4 months or 6 months, somewhere between there, and my son had to drive me everywhere. It was after I had a work injury. My anxiety presented itself in panic attacks, so I couldn't drive. So basically, I got injured at work. Anyway, I'll talk about that more on Mental Health Monday as well. Anyway, I'd always had sporadic panic attacks, but didn't know what they were. So yeah, I haven't been having any major panic attacks while driving this trip, but I've been having some little ones here and there. Ones that I'm able to control. So I'm driving and I'm doing okay, but what I have, one way my anxiety has been manifesting itself this trip is I've been biting my nails. I was a big nail biter as a kid, and I stopped that in my teens. And every once in a while when my anxiety kicks up, I go back to biting my nails. Like biting my nails. And it's always the thumbs. Start with the thumbs always. So look at that. Like, ugh, gross. Yeah, down to the like skin, you know. And here's the pointer. Ugh. So yeah, anxiety has been my traveling companion that I wish would go away. So for those of you suffering with anxiety, I'm going to talk to you on Mental Health Monday for May about my anxiety. And we're going to talk about it. I'm going to tell you some of the things that I struggle with when it comes to anxiety, the way it manifests itself. I'll tell you about some of my worst times of anxiety and what I've been able to do during this trip to calm myself a little bit, to help me get over my panic attacks, and hopefully figure out how I can stop biting these nails. So I'll figure out something, and I will definitely let you know at the end of the month how it all goes for me. But be on the lookout for that video, and be willing to, well, not willing to, you don't have to share, but if you're open and receptive to sharing your issues with anxiety, your battles with anxiety, your coping mechanisms for your anxiety, or your tips and tricks for dealing with your anxiety, that'd be cool too. So we'll do that Mental Health Monday at the end of this month. Remember, it's the last Monday of the month is Mental Health Mondays. So I'll talk a little bit about that.